Hello, this is King Known Cleary on YouTube, at King Known on Twitter and Instagram. This is my second video of the day. This is about a different topic. Is it me or the last couple years of hip-hop have been pretty dope? There's been some good music out there. There's a lot of great projects that came out this year, and I'm glad there has, because somebody needs to counteract the dumb shit that we're stuck with. You know, rap is currently in an era where the single is bigger than the artist. Let me repeat it for you numbskulls. The single is bigger than the artist these days. Alright, so the single comes out, right? Sells about 2 million singles, right? Album comes out. What the fuck is your single doing the first? What is your album doing the first week? 16,000? 32? 35? At the most 60. So 2 million people who bought your single, only 60,000 of them bought that album? Something wrong here, my G. At least get 500,000 to buy your shit the first week. At least get 500,000 overall. No. 60, 17,000. Because the single is bigger than the artist. And the single is always about some funny, comedic, dumb shit, right? But this year it's been different. Why do you think guys like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Big Sean, etc., Drake, release surprise albums? Because they don't want to get to the point where the single is bigger than the artist. I can go down a list of rappers right now where the single is bigger than the artist. I can go through a list of titles. OG Bobby Johnson. Yayo. All I know is yayo. Look at the flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist. Those guys they have a chance of getting another hit record, not as big as that, and nobody's gonna respect a full-length project from these guys. Because of the simple fact that the single is bigger than the artist. They're mainstays. You know, there are a lot of people who've had a great year. I mean, Kendrick Lamar arguably put out the best album this year. There's no doubt in my mind. And Lupe Fiasco is a short second. I think Lupe Fiasco is criminally underrated as far as being placed in the list of greats, because of the simple fact that this man has classic albums. Okay? I think he has about 3 of them, and the album he put out this year definitely is a classic album. J. Cole is the first artist to go platinum in 25 years with no features. Think about that. This man showed that he's a superstar. He's been a superstar since he first came out, but he cemented it now. Because the man said, oh, I'm putting out my album December 9th. Usually the blueprint of the business is, what the blueprint used to be is, you put out your first single. If it blows up, you lock the artist in the studio for 2 weeks creating a 12 to 15 track album. Whether it's songs that they've done before or new songs that they just got to do with big producers. They lock them up for 2 weeks, have the biggest producers in the game, send them beats. They choose the ones that they like, they create the album, they create 25 tracks of material, the label selects the best 12 to 15. If the single's big. If the first single's not big, they go ahead and lock them up anyway and release a second single. If that single blows up, then you lock them up. No. The scheme changed. And then it went to, alright, the artist has a hot single. Let that artist tour off that single for a year. Then release another single that underwhelms the previous latter single. And then put out their album to disappointing sales. There are songs on people's albums that we know that should be singles. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not an A&R. I never held a chair in nobody's office, but I have a decent ear for music, I can say, because some people think that I have a grotesque ear for music. That's your opinion, brother, but I think I have a quite the mighty taste. There are songs on people's albums that's like, that's it. But they released a different single. It popped. But I'm saying that would have been nice if those two singles concurrently came out back to back. Now, there's a lot of artists that came out with great albums. Like I mentioned, Big Sean, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Lupe Fiasco, Snoop Dogg, Action Bronson came out with a dope album. Let's see, who else came out? I like Rico Love's album a lot. Let's see, who else in rap came out with a project? Jesus. Kid Ink's project was decent. Like the future of the next album, like I hope Kanye's album is good. Kanye's album, I hope when that comes out it's gonna be good. Cause it's definitely the year of the superstar. Oh yeah, Wale came out with a dope ass album. Man, the album About Nothing was dope. That's just I think that's his best project to me personally. But you know, a lot of people disagree with me. That's fine. But other than that, I think the music is getting a lot better. Just as long as we make surprise projects now. That's the today's standard. Ever since Beyonce put out that surprise album, it's been on and popping for guys like Drake and Kanye and J. Cole to be like, I'm releasing an album, no single, fuck it. I'm gonna live off my name alone. Nicki Minaj put out a decent album. I totally forgot about her. Her album was probably her best album to date. There is a lot of great music out there. I mean, let's be honest here. Nobody listens to the fucking radio anymore. Unless you're 8-year-old, 13-year-old girls, or basic niggas. That's who listens to the radio. I get music from the internet. Social media. That keeps me ahead on the hottest underground rappers, the hot dope rappers. You know what I'm saying? It keeps me up to date. Because the radio, they're going to play the same 8 fucking songs all day long. Have a little DJ marathon, maybe about 2 times out the day. They add in about 3 old school records that dominated its day in rotation with each radio show. That's today's game, folks. That's the radio game. Fucking hate repetitiveness. I like to change it up a little bit. Switch it up. I don't like playing the same 8 fucking songs. I have 21,000 songs on my iPod. You know I hate the same old shit. I don't listen to the same batch of songs every day. I switch it up. I switch moods, man. I'm a human being. I don't like repetitiveness. The world does, but I'm not the world. But other than that, I'm going to stop fucking rambling. I just wanted to put out this random video about the music game, about how it changed and all that other shit. So, I can't do longer than 15-minute videos anymore thanks to YouTube, who I'm not even going to get into it because I don't want my channel canceled. So, peace out, 100.